My name is David Selden, and I'm the founder and managing advisor of Mountain West Retirement. In short, I believe the Realtirement Roadmap can be your solution. I've been working in the financial services industry for a little over 3 decades now, and I've seen almost every imaginable situation. Unlike many advisors, especially newer ones, I've been through 4 market downturns, and in 2008 saw firsthand the devastation that can occur if you don't know how to properly position yourself for the storm. I'm the managing advisor at Mountain West Retirement. I'm also a chartered retirement planning counselor and certified Kingdom advisor. Additionally, hold a graduate certificate in asset allocation from the Wharton School of Business. In the fall of 2019, I began to notice a pattern in what people were telling me about their retirement plans. I'd be sitting at the kitchen table, that place where so many important family decisions are made. I would ask, "What kind of retirement plan do you have?" Or, "Do you have a retirement plan?" Almost every time, the people across the table from me would point to a stack of papers and folders in the middle of the table and say, "That's our retirement plan." First, I let it slide, but over time, I started to think, wait a minute, that's not a plan. That's just a stack of stuff. Most of it had been acquired and assembled a la carte, like you'd build a plate at a buffet. That's when the idea of designing a comprehensive, documented retirement planning process hit me square between the eyes. It took 11 months and a lot of revisions, but I did it. I created and eventually trademarked my system and called it the Realtirement Roadmap. The name is a combination of 2 words, real and retirement. Real, because the vast majority of so-called retirement plans, people had simply did not cover all the key areas of retirement planning. In other words, they weren't real plans. Over the years, I've met with 12 to 15 families a week, and I noticed they generally fell into 3 categories. People I simply couldn't help. They had spent 40 years making a financial mess and didn't have many options left. People who would not let me help them. People who were open to help. These were the people I had an opportunity to convince to let me demonstrate why my process makes sense. Which one are you? This process was curated. It's not an off-the-shelf, fill-in-the-blank solution where everyone ends up with the same product, like an indexed universal life policy, which has become the coconut game that many insurance agents and companies are promoting right now. I'm not saying indexed universal life is bad. It can be an appropriate tool in some situations, but it is not the answer to every retirement problem. For more than 13 years, I've been telling everyone I meet that most retirees, almost all of them, lose sleep at least one night a month worrying about their retirement income, their investments, taxes, health care, estate or legacy planning. Now, I'm not the first person to come up with a holistic documented plan. Some advisors charge a fee for the plan, others don't. Can't say for sure whether the paid or free versions are better for you. What you really want is someone to give you an objective opinion, to act as a true fiduciary. You probably also want to talk to someone who can help you cut your tax bill in retirement and who understands that healthcare is one of the biggest risks you face later in life. Having someone who takes the time to really understand you and what's important to you. Here are the steps in my retirement roadmap planning process. Discovery meeting. We start with a discovery meeting to get to know you, your goals, concerns, current situation, and what retirement really looks like to you. In-depth analysis and planning. My team and I then conduct an in-depth analysis and do a substantial amount of planning work on your behalf. We give thoughtful consideration to your plans and goals. Identify opportunities and risks. We prepare and provide an overview of where we see opportunities, where we see risks, potential potholes in the road that you might not be thinking about. We then create your personalized, documented retirement plan and formally present it to you. Implementation and ongoing adjustments. We can assist with the implementation of your plan to help you reach your targets. We also help with the ongoing course corrections that become necessary as life, markets, and tax laws change. By applying for your personal discovery meeting on the next page, you're well on your way to receiving the Realtirement Roadmap itself, a color of money risk analysis, a portfolio analysis and review of all your existing holdings.
Our Retirement Compass Action Plan this might truly be priceless because it is the recipe to execute your plan.
These are all yours if you're willing to invest the time. Once again, I appreciate your time.